fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown here to talk about disconnect. Disconnect between the fans and, well, the publisher, maybe the creator, or just maybe a business person in general, you know? This is now my tripod I'm just holding on my hand, just for the fuck of it. I hope you guys don't mind videos like this, because I used to do videos like this for a while, then I wanted to get a little bit more professional, so that's why I bought my tripod. But right now I just want to whip up the camera and do something, you know, just to get the thoughts going in my head right now. There's a lot of things that are happening on YouTube right now, to be honest, with the whole censoring stuff and a lot of things happening with YouTubers right now. And with other companies like YouTube and WWE, those are two examples I want to bring out. And there's another example too, DC, you know, and also with the Lucasfilms, you know, they being disconnect too with their fans. And the disconnect, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I just want to do it more as myself instead of the character. But right now I do have to say that the disconnect between fans and non-fans is not non-fans, but fans and the publisher basically is ridiculous. It really is. And it shows such a disconnect to the times. Like, the people that are up here basically think that they're in the times, and they think that what's popular is from 2010, 9, and 15. When in 2019, those things, we don't give a fuck anymore. It's 2019. We give a fuck about stuff that are 2019, eventually going to 2020. We're about to hit into a new generation, a new saga. We're literally all about to hit a new millennium, people. Think about that. Think about that. People thought about 2000s, you know? We're about to hit 2020. As a kid, if you told me, hey, you're going to be around in 2020, I would have been like, no, I'm not, dude. That sounds like 5,000 years from now. That's literally what I would have told you. Because that's how I thought at that time as a kid. But going back with the disconnect stuff. The disconnect between fans and the publisher has to stop. These publishers need to know what fans take and what fans want. Look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It has its flaws, yes, but it made a whole bunch of money and people fucking love it. Yes, there's a couple miss and movies there, but overall, people love these movies. They're making money for a reason, and the reason they are making money is because human consciousness is moving up. Because back then, we used to have superpowers. We used to be Superman. We used to be Wonder Woman. We used to be Spider-Man. We used to be Wolverine. Most people might think that's a joke, but it's true. We used to be like that. It's amazing, right? What happened to us? That's a long fucking story. And I don't want to get to that because that's not part of that video. But the reason I did mention that is because it shows that times have changed. Times have changed. Look at the superhero movies that were around when Tim Burton made superhero movies. And then look at them now. Right? It is night and day, people. And the people that still have that mentality of superheroes are not as big and all that are still back in the fucking 70s and 80s. You know what's taking over this world, people? Fucking, what? 70s and 80s people? Well, not 80s. 70s and 60s people? You want to know what's taking over? Do you want to know? People that are nerds, geeks, and gamers. Those are the people that are taking over. And you feel disgusted about it because you want people like us to just go to war. And they shut the fuck up and then get married and live our lives. That's a disconnect. It really is. That's a disconnect that you have between the new generation and the old generation, which the social media tries to put upon. Because they don't want us to be connected. Because if we are, then we become better as a society. and be better as a human consciousness mind. Alright? Because people seem to forget that the earth is freaking alive. It's an organism. It feels. Okay? What you feel, the earth feels. What the earth feels, you feel. It's a vibration. It's supposed to be like that. So, and the reason I did mention the disconnect with WWE and some of these companies, like MGM, such a fucking disconnect with the Child's Play remake. I don't give a fuck. I haven't watched that movie and I'm not going to. I'd rather die than watch that remake. I am dead fucking serious. I literally rather watch Seed of Chucky 80,000 times than watch that movie. And most people be like, that movie sucks. Exactly. Because that movie is a good example of such a disconnect to the fans. MGM, what the fuck? And I know why MGM decided to make this movie. Because they are banked up as fuck. They cannot make a dime with their movies anymore. They are a sinking ship. Just like Paramount. I feel sorry for Paramount. Because they're trying. With MGM, they don't give a fuck. They just want to see what sticks and fucking ground with it. Like Sony. Again, disconnect. If MGM listened to the fans, which most of the fans actually wanted Don Mancini to come back, maybe not remake this movie, maybe come back to MGM and maybe make a sequel to a Universal movie, you know? Maybe Universal will make the movie and then MGM can just promote it. Best of both worlds for both of them, to be honest, you know? But it all goes back to separation. It does. And that's what kind of makes me sick with all of this stuff with, again, good example, Godzilla 2014. 2019. Critics hate the 2019 Godzilla movie. Fans fucking loved it. And fans won. Of course they did. Fans won. And I don't care if someone says, oh, but the movie didn't make money and all that shit. At the end of the day, the fans won. The fans got the movie that they wanted. And we loved it. 2014, yes, they didn't show a lot of Godzilla in it. And yes, some Godzilla movies do that. But the reason I complain about that too is because the reason I complained that there was no Godzilla in it is because the human characters suck. I wouldn't mind if Godzilla wasn't in all that much if the human characters did not suck. But they did. Another disconnect from people that think that, oh, just because this movie did this and that, and this movie did it too, but way better. You know? So, and it's true, because if you look at all the critics, what people think about Godzilla 2019, example, I always like to use this guy as an example, John Campea. He didn't like the movie, which is fine. If he didn't like it, he didn't like it. But you can see the comments. And some people might be like, damn. And other people make YouTube videos of saying, oh, why the critics are talking shit about Godzilla 2019. And you look at some videos of the critics talking about it, and everyone is like, dude, what? Did you see the movie that I see? Again, it's a disconnect. It is. It's a fucking disconnect. And it's disgusting and it's sad. Again with YouTube. Disconnect with their fucking, with their content creators. Oh, we are here to support our content creators. Yeah, that's why you want to kick them out, right? You want to kick out you content creators and bring in celebrities that already have money. Money. Like Will Smith. I'm happy that YouTube Rewind is the worst worst video on YouTube. It has the most dislikes on it than any other YouTube video, right next to Baby with Justin Bieber. Thank God. I don't hate Justin Bieber with the whole Baby song. I'm surprised I even went to #1. That's how much people hate that shit. But this, with the whole 2008 YouTube Rewind shit, or whatever year it was, yeah, it deserved every last bit it was going to get. And what's going to happen to YouTube Rewind 2019? Are we going to see the same fucking celebrities? Oh, I'm sorry, not the same celebrities from YouTube, because That I don't mind. I'm talking about celebrities from Hollywood. It's not called YouTube. It's funny. A YouTuber said this. It's not called YouTube. It's called ThemTube. And you know what? It is. It's all about them. It's not about us. It's not about you, the consumer. The people that publish it. The people that are supposed to get money out of this. If they want to. And that's another complaint that I have too. Some people might criticize for other YouTubers for getting paid on YouTube. But if you were a YouTuber, you will realize that you don't get paid right away. You do a couple of videos, and then they tell you if you want to get paid or not. Because you've done it so much that, hey, might as well get paid for it. It's like any other thing, isn't it? If you're selling movies, right, you expect to get money, right? Oh, but that's a business. So is YouTube. The fuck do you think this is? God, I hate that people still have that mindset of YouTube being like, it's 2005 YouTube. No, it's not. It is 2019 YouTube. God, you fucking idiot. I'm serious. Some people be like, oh no, you gotta spread the love and all that. But when someone's an idiot, I gotta flat out and say, dude, you are a flat out motherfucking idiot and you need to fucking learn. And I don't give a fuck if someone hits you in the fucking head with it. So you just need to learn. And I want your mind to be like, oh God, it hurts. Yeah. I want that to happen to you. Because at least your mind expanded. Because when that does happen in real life, yes, your mind does expand. To be honest. If you think too much and it's like, oh, my head. Mind blown aspect, your mind did expand. That's your third eye opening. So there you go. If you don't believe me in that, then that's sad. Because you need to look that shit up. Because it's all about spiritual stuff right now. This is the generation. This is a generation of spiritual enlightenment. Okay, people? And that's another thing that I have a problem with. Look. Well, I don't want people to think that, oh, the people that you watch, if they're not this and that, you're not going to watch. It's like, no. I still watch all the YouTubers that I've watched. You know? So, it's just that other YouTubers that I don't watch at all, and I look at their videos for the first time, and they not speak or talk, they say things that I'd be like, dude, do you know what the fuck you talking about? Or are you just speaking your gums? You know? Again, another disconnect. You know? So yeah, this whole video is about disconnect. Because I'm just tired of the disconnection, to be honest, you know? And most people might tell me that, dude, you're a hypocrite because you disconnect with some people on social media too. Like, you know, sometimes if I rate to you, you don't rate back or something like that, you know? That's a different story than being disconnect with people that you're supposed to interact with, you know? There's a difference between being alone and sheltering yourself because, hey, that's my life and I don't want to put my life out there, basically. And if I do, I do. And if I don't, I don't. That's no one's business, basically. And there's another side of saying, I'm a YouTuber. Obviously, shit's gonna, you know, people are probably gonna know how my life is or something like that, right? Or some shit will get out probably, you know? Or probably not. I don't know. All YouTubers are different, you know? And all YouTubers have at least some type of a dark side. It's just, there's things that are darker than others, you know? Some people might be like, oh, let's see what's this YouTuber's dark side. And you just realize that he's just a dick sometimes and could be an asshole, but really is really kind and heartwarming, you know? It's almost like that. And then you find another YouTuber that's a fucking completely rapist and try to cater to little kids, and it's just like... And then YouTube doesn't do anything at all because they cater to the same fucking... This is why I can't do live streams anymore, people. I can't... YouTube took away for me to do live streams. What the fuck? They did the same thing to my sister. Why? I don't know why. I guess because they hate the way we talk. Again, distance. separation. That's what YouTube wants. YouTube does not want to connect with the creator of, I don't know, what makes the money. It's like, oh no, we don't want our content creators to make money. We want the celebrities to make money. Yeah. That's why we have Jimmy Fallon on YouTube. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. They deserve every last bit of criticisms that they deserve. And they deserve every bad thing that's happened to them, to be honest. If they done something bad, they deserve everything right back at them. I'm dead serious. And most people might be like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, so I'm supposed to hate YouTube from how they're playing content creators, fucking them over, which, yes, I am pissed off at them about that. But then you don't want us to be pissed off at the Hollywood people that have money and already established themselves as a famous person, and yet you are complaining to us saying that, oh, how dare you want to establish yourself as a person? How dare you? How dare you want to establish yourself like Michael Bay or Will Smith or, oh, I don't know, like Lady Gaga? How dare you? How dare you? Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face, kiss my fat dick, and kiss my fucking ass. I'm dead fucking serious. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you if you think that. That is sad. That is a mentality that's, again, separation. That is literally the word of the day, people. What's the word of the day? Separation. Yes, if I was Sesame Street, I would literally, might as well make a Sesame Street episode. if I'm basically teaching everyone like this. That'd be funny though. Just like a little humor. Like, imagine I started doing that, like making Sesame Street skits, but they're dark and twisted as fucking real. I think a lot of people would be like, I will actually watch that. I know, I actually will watch that too. But moving on, the whole disconnect between fans and the people that don't give a fuck and just want to release shit for the sake of releasing shit because, hey, we need to make money, we don't care what people think. Yeah, it's funny, all companies are doing this except for Disney. Well, a little bit for Disney for the live action movies, but mostly Marvel. Marvel is not really doing this with their live action movies at all. In a way, they're respecting the fans. Most people are like, what about Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel was a piece of shit. Alright? Everyone knows that. Everyone knows what the fuck situation with Brie Larson is. We don't have to talk about that. We don't. That's an old school theme. It is. That's how the internet is. Things die fast. Okay? And when Brie Larson's stuff died out, and if it ever comes back, people are going to be like, bitch, you have no power here anymore. Bye. Your situation, your thing that you always want to do, get out of here. Like, you're not relevant anymore. Sorry. That's how the internet is. Really. If you disrespect people and you don't care about anybody else but yourself, sometimes that's not a bad thing. It really isn't. Sometimes you have to focus on yourself. That's not bad. But if you focusing on yourself and hating people at the same time and saying that, oh, fuck you and all that shit, oh, my opinion matters and not yours and all that. If it's a character that you're on the internet, that's different. Because there are all characters out there on YouTube that do that. And they're entertaining as fuck. They're entertaining as fuck. And you know straight out that they're lying and it's just a character. And you love it. You just want to subscribe and be like, yo, awesome troll, man. Were you inspired by Andy Kaufman? If you were, dude, awesome. You know? So, that's all I have to say about that. But, moving on, this does need to stop with the whole disconnect. Because with the whole disconnect stuff that these companies are doing, they're eventually going to die out. They're eventually going to realize that these people, they need the fans. They're going to realize that. But once they do realize that, their company is on fire and it's dying for every last breath it has. And every time they try to scatter and make it good, or try to even throw something at the wall so it can stick so they can get that money back and then do something good, it's just gonna fail because it's already gone. It's already burning, just like MGM. Right now, not Universal, but Paramount. Their company might be dying, but at least they're making sure that, hey, if we all dying, we gotta make sure that we do good while we're dying. MGM is just like, I'm fine. Oh, what? My ass is on fire and I'm about to blow up in 5 seconds? Nah, I'm fine. Nothing's gonna happen to me. And then your company is gone, and then MGM ceases to exist. That's sad. That's sad for a company that's been around longer than Disney, actually. From what I can remember right now. So, there you go. Let's see, how many more? Oh, yeah, this video is long as it is. I should end it right here. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think this is a disconnect between the publisher and the fans? You know? And this doesn't go with YouTube, not the YouTubers, the YouTube COO. It goes to all of that, and it goes to companies like Sony, MGM, just not giving a fuck and just doing stuff for the sake of money and not thinking of the repercussions of what could happen to their company in the future. They should have somebody in each company that is like that to make sure that shit like that won't happen, and then later on in the future, like 10 or 5 years, you look at it and you'll be like, we lost so much money. The fuck do we do? You know? It's funny too, because when a bad movie still makes money, and the studio's like, well, we make money, it's like, yeah, but was it worth it at the end? For you to just keep afloat for what? A little bit for 2 or 3 more years until you actually died a painful death? You know? Something to think about. Oh, but what you know? You never owned a business. Past lives, people. Past lives. Oh, how do you know your past lives? You go in. You go inside yourself. You meditate. Okay? That's why. When people are angry and all that shit, you gotta look and criticize other people. You gotta look inside yourself. When you criticize people, you're criticizing yourself. Because there's another part of you that you hate. And I'm still learning that. The reason I'm still learning that is because we still live in this 3D dimension. Again, it's called we gotta disconnect ourselves to this 3D realm. We have to, for order for humanity to survive. Some people might be like, oh, we need to survive by planning our stuff with robots or sex all the time, you know? That's not how it works. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. Sex is fun. Sex is awesome. Sex is the best thing ever, yes. But it's not another way for survival. It's a other way for survival, but it's not the way to survive. That is something that it's been planted in your skulls since birth. Again, another disconnect. See you guys later.
This is TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day.